order to solve this quadratic equation, we're going to have to complete the square. But now, based on what we did before in some videos, they weren't set equal to 0. We just basically had an expression. So what we need to do is we're going to have to isolate the x term, so anything that's got an x in it. So that means I need to add 1 to both sides. And that's going to give me x squared plus 4x equals 1. So now I'm going to do just like I did before. I'm going to complete the square on the left. So I'm going to have x squared plus 4x. Now half of 4 is 2, and then I'm going to square that. Now if I put 2 squared on one side, remember whatever you do on one side you have to do the other, so I'm also going to have to add that 2 squared to the right. So when I factor the left hand side now, I get x plus 2 squared equals 4 plus 1 is 5. Now, this looks almost identical to another problem that we've already worked or that you may have already worked in your homework. So how do I get that x plus 2 by itself? Well, the opposite of squaring something is taking the square root. So we're going to take the square root of both sides. Remember, on the right-hand side, you take the positive and the negative square root. The square root of anything squared is just that, anything. Now I want to get x all by itself, so I'm going to have to subtract 2 from both sides. So I'm going to get that x equals negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 5. So what I want you to do is, like we've done every time before, I want you to check your answers, come back and see if you got what I got. So now that you have come back and substituted in, you do find out that each one of these makes a true statement, so both solutions are really solutions.